Hi guys, this is Varun from Phone Arena. Welcome to our unboxing video here. And here we have a new device, the Samsung Galaxy Note 8.0, which is going to be launching in India as well as the Galaxy Note 510. So this is the 8-inch Android tablet. This is the Wi-Fi version, but it should be coming out in cellular as well. So this is the new retail package which Samsung is going to be using for all their products in 2013. So this is the package made of some recycled material. Looks a lot different, and this is the box itself. So as you can see, this Note 8.0 comes with a stylus, so that's pictured in here. So this is the Wi-Fi 16GB model, fairly minimal design for the box. So let's go on to the back side and check about the specs. So as you can see here, it's got an 8-inch super clear LCD display, and it's got the S Pen as well. It's powered by a 1.6 quad core 0.6 GHz A9 quad core processor. So you can see there's a 5 megapixel camera. It's got 2 GB of RAM, which is pretty good, and it supports full HD capture, and so it's got a massive 4600 mAh battery on the inside, supposed to Vex playback as well. So let's get to the box itself and see what's inside the box. So you're welcomed with a sticker on top of the device. So let's see how to get it out. So the device comes out. So it's got the plastic film on top of it and device itself. So fairly similar to what we saw at Mobile World Congress. So the Samsung announced this device at MWC this year. It's already in stores. Looks like a pretty big Galaxy Note, or so as you can see, this is a Wi-Fi. This is the infrared transmitter. So you can use it to control your other devices via infrared. So let's quickly look at what is inside the box and then come back to the device. So as you can see, you have fairly common stuff. You have the AC adapter. This is a Chinese US version, so you have the adapter there. So this is the normal USB cable, micro USB. Luckily not the proprietary connector which Samsung was using for their older tabs. This is a normal micro USB. And apart from that, there's nothing else. And you have the quick start guide, accessory guide, and some marketing material. So health, safety, and warranty guide. So let's put this aside and get our hands on the device. So this is some protective material here. So let's get rid of it. There's a film here. So let's put that aside, and so let's power it on. So this seems to be the power button. So let's power it on. So as you can see, it's the Note 8, Note GTN 5110. So the Note 8 of 510 comes with 50 GB of Dropbox storage for 2 years. Looks like a pretty standard feature in most Android tablets at the devices these days, but good to have it. 50 GB of free Dropbox storage. So here we have the device powered up and all set up. So as you can see, it's running on Android 4.1 Jelly Bean and with Samsung's TouchWiz UI. So as you can see, it's seems fairly common and smooth, but not something most people would prefer, like the stock Android. So this is running on TouchWiz UI, so not a big fan of it personally, but fully loaded with features in terms of applications and features like Smart Stay, and as you can see here, it's having a new toggle for other most commonly used stuff. So that's the software part. So as you can see, it's running on Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean. So let's get to the hardware. So that's the display, the 8-inch WXGA display with a 1280 by 800 pixel resolution. So it's a super clear LCD, fairly decent viewing angles, but the colors seem a bit washed out. This is a pretty expensive tablet. It's about $399 in the US, and similarly priced in other markets for just a Wi-Fi version. Much more expensive than the iPad mini, which is about $329 for the Wi-Fi version. So this is kind of not a cheap or low cost tablet, but fairly well placed priced device. So as you can see, this got a rounded edges around the screen, and this is the front of the display. So as you can see, this is a front facing camera, 1.3 megapixel camera, and next to that you have some kind of sensors, proximity sensors, ambient light sensors, and below this display you have the home key, the menu key, and the back key. So that's the front of the device. So at the bottom you have the speakers, dual speakers here at the bottom, and you also have the standard micro USB connector. Thank God that Samsung did put their proprietary connectors like the PDMA connector on the old Tab 2. So that's here, and something else you would notice at the bottom is the stylus. So as you can see, this is the slot for the stylus. So let's get it out. So one of the cool features of the Note 2 or the Note 8, both of the devices support stylus. So Note 2 or the original Note actually was one of the first devices to support the stylus, and then some tabs got it. So with the Note 8, Samsung has done it again with the Note 8. So you have the stylus here. As you can see, I'm hovering on the video, and it would show you a bigger preview of the video. So some fairly interesting stuff. Artists would love this feature, especially for sketches and all that. So the moment you take out the stylus, it shows you some recommended shortcuts for the S Pen. So Samsung is calling the stylus the S Pen, fairly the same way it called with the Note 2 or even the Note. So the stylus goes back in here, the slot here. So you put it here, and the S Pen mode vanishes from the screen. It's very nice to have. So that's the stylus, and the other things on the side, on the right side, you have something very interesting. You have an IR LED, which was also there in some other device we saw recently, the HTC One. So this is the IR LED. The device can be used to control other products like Samsung TVs or something like that, which have an IR receiver. So next to that you have the volume rocker, power lock switch, and what seems to be like a microphone hole. So strange enough, this is a Wi-Fi only version. There is also a 3G version which supports calling, which would launch in India. So that should have more microphones, because it would also have, can be put to the ear and used for calls. So let's go on to the back. So as you can see, it has a 5 megapixel camera, no flash, and a fairly plasticky standard finish there, glossy plastic, not matte or rubbery. So as you can see, you have the Samsung logo, some regulatory information, and that's about it on the back side. And as you can see, you also have access to the micro SD card slot. So the Note 8 comes with 16 GB of inbuilt memory, but also supports micro SD card slots up to 32 GB or 64 GB. So you can just open up the flap and get your micro SD card inside, and you're good to go. Another thing is on the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack. So this is a standard audio jack. I don't think there would be a microphone support, but we could probably try it during our review. So that was a quick look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 or Note 510. Should be reviewing this device soon on Phone Arena. Do subscribe to Phone Arena, and do hit the like button if you like this video. Stay tuned to our channel for more videos, and stay tuned to our blog for more coverage. Thank you.